already achieved a uniquely authoritative status among the foremost bear researchers and managers. Steve's work was further recognized in his election to the presidency of the International Association for Bear Research and Management, 1985 to 1987, and his appointment as chairman of the International Union for the Conservation of Nature's Bear Specialist Group, 1986 to 1990. Steve and I have often crossed paths since his book came out. Among many other good visits, he generously agreed to participate in my 1990 and 1991 grizzly bear ecology and management courses at the Yellowstone Institute, where his profound understanding of bear-human relationships was no doubt as fascinating to my students as it was to me. Whether in one-on-one conversations or in front of a large audience, Steve is not only an insightful authority on bears, he's also a wise and sympathetic teacher and a heroic advocate for protecting the wonders of the natural world. And, as this new edition shows, the stature of his book continues to grow. Dog-eared copies of Bear Attacks, many smudged and rumpled from riding in backpacks and being studied by the light of countless campfires, inhabit the shelves of tens of thousands of grateful bear country travelers. Today, Bear Attacks remains an eloquent welcome to the world of bears, and I envy you your first reading of it. Take its wisdom to heart, and the magic of bear country will always be yours. Paul Schillery, Bozeman, Montana. Introduction to the 2018 Revised Edition. A few years ago, in the middle of September, I received a phone call from a woman who lived in the country north of Armstrong, British Columbia, Canada. She was seeking advice about bears. A friend of hers had read Bear Attacks, Their Causes and Avoidance, and recommended she call me. The caller had retired to the country after living in big cities most of her life. Part of her retirement dream was to be close to nature. She confided to me, however, that she had been on her acreage for 2 years, but still hadn't even gone for a hike because she was so afraid of bears. I tried to assure her that if she took the time to learn about bears, she could enjoy nature as she hoped. She was one of thousands of people estranged from nature because of fear of the unknown regarding bears. What she knew was that bears could seriously hurt, even kill people. This she read in newspapers and magazines. I tried to put this into perspective. I said bear attacks are rare events. I told her that in North America, there are an estimated 800,000 black bears and 60,000 grizzly bears. Each year, there are millions of times in which each species is close to people and no threat or injury results. I said most people enjoy seeing bears. I was honest and admitted there is some danger. I told her that in Canada and the United States, during the decade of the 1990s, bears killed 29 people. Grizzly bears killed 18, and black bears 11. To put this into some perspective, I mentioned that according to the Globe and Mail newspaper, September 8, 2001 editorial, between 1977 and 1998, dogs killed 250 North Americans. I suggested she read my book and also look at some of the bear safety and behavior videos I recommend. I hate to see people's lives crippled by fear based on ignorance. I wrote Bear Attacks, Their Causes and Avoidance for people like this woman. I love people who are drawn to nature and bears and their wildland environment. We can share what is left of our wildland areas, deriving joy from knowing bears are there, seeing their sign, and occasionally seeing one. This coexistence, however, needs to be based on understanding bears' behavior and needs, and minimizing the danger bears occasionally pose. Bear Attacks, Their Causes and Avoidance was first published in 1985 and has been in print ever since. It has sold more than 125,000 copies in English and has been translated into German and Japanese. The book has endured because it offers understanding regarding a topic of vital interest to people who live in or visit bear country. The book